Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We are going to be doing a try-on haul, but not with clothing, with makeup. So I thought this would be kind of cool to do a what's new at Ulta haul because so many new things just launched and I went kind of completely crazy and grabbed a bunch of new things. I've laid them out in order of application. I have never tried out any of these products. So we're going to try them out together, open the products up together, swatch them, test them, and actually see how they perform for the first time on my face. So I thought this would be kind of a different way of doing a first impressions. It's like first impressions, but also a haul of new products. If you enjoy this, because I think you will, be sure to share the video, like it, leave comments. Let me know that you want more of these because I could do a drugstore version, a Sephora version, and then in a couple months do another Ulta version. I think this could be a cool way to test out new items. So we are gonna start with this guy right here from Urban Decay. They have revamped all of their setting sprays. There's new packaging, and then there are new additions to the Urban Decay setting spray, priming spray family. So this one right here comes in a very neon bottle. This is the one that is going to be oil absorbing. And my skin right now is going through a season of being a little bit oily. You guys know I have been loving trying out oil preventing, like I actually have my Outlast from earlier in the week right in front of me. I'm gonna use that today as well. I'm going for more of a matte thing with my skin as a whole. So I thought I would test out this one. This is the Vitamin Infused Complex Prep Priming Spray. This is going to balance your skin, even out your skin tone, and oil absorb, and absorb your oil. You guys get what I'm saying. So I'm gonna spritz this on the face, and this is $31 for 4 ounces. Smells just like all-nighter, so nothing new there. I love Urban Decay Mist. Like there's just something about it that is so luxurious. I love it. It's probably way too much, but sometimes more is more. So I am priming my skin with a mist. I always kind of feel like these things maybe don't work. I don't know. What do you guys think about priming sprays? Because I'm still gonna use a little bit of an actual primer on my skin as well. We're about to get there. So what I'm gonna go next to is from Laura Geller. I got a gift with purchase because I did purchase one of their new Cover Lock Cream foundations, which is what I'm gonna wear today. So when you purchase more than $35 at Ulta right now, which really, I think this is only like limited this week or until they run out, you get a 2-step to gorgeous skin gift for you. Now this comes with the Spackle Treatment Primer, and I was unaware of the fact that the Spackle range of primers from Laura Geller, they have a mattifying one, they have a hydrating one. I think the name Spackle in a primer kind of freaks me out. I don't know why. I feel like, do I really want to spackle my face? Like that sounds like I'm about to paint a room, and I don't know that I want to like paint my face. So the name of this has always been a little bit of a turnoff, but I'm excited that I have an actual sample here, a pretty generous size sample. This is ½ an ounce. In the full size, you do get 2 ounces, and I want to say it's around $30. Let me verify that. The Even Tone Spackle is $32 for 2 ounces. I have ½ an ounce right here, pretty generous deluxe size sample. So grabbing a little on my hand, it kind of looks like foundation actually. Whoa, okay, it's not completely clear. It actually has some pigment to it, but let's just go ahead and spackle my face painting it with foundation. Doesn't smell like anything at all. And it's drying down really quickly on my actual hand. So maybe putting it on the back of my hand was a really bad idea. Don't do that. I would say put it straight to the face because this is a very tacky primer. I think it's gonna do a good job. Okay, so we are fully primed between. My goal in life is to make it through one video without dropping something on the floor. I don't know if that will ever happen. So we made it through 2 steps of priming. Let's get to the goods. I am ready for this foundation. I tried this out on the back of my hand in the store in line to check out. I was already done shopping and then I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, like full coverage foundation that's new, like I have to try it. So this is the Cover Lock. You get 1 ounce in here. I had to pick up 2 shades because even though they do have 9 shades of this foundation, I could not find one that matched me. So I feel like I'm gonna have to mix these two. It was nice that they have a tester that you can kind of test everything out, and I did test out a bunch of shades. So these two mixed together I know will give me a good shade for my skin tone, and this again is light and golden medium. This foundation is $38. That's pretty pricey, but it says that you don't need to use much. You only need to use just a little bit. You start in the center of the face and blend outward with a sponge or a brush. I'm just gonna use my glass palette in front of me, mix a little bit of each color, and then go in. And I probably should have put my hair back in advance. Let's see if I can figure this out on the spot. I have my dampened beauty blender ready to go, and I'm just going to dot my skin. Whoa, that is some coverage. And this color is still a little bit off for me. It's a little bit orange. Wow, nice hair, Tati. This is really nice. I was so afraid because I actually was reading reviews online. I got super curious. So I have to share with you guys because it's kind of funny. There's only 2 reviews on Ulta right now, and they're not good. It says, coverage was pretty decent and color matched perfectly. Strong fragrance. I could smell it all day after putting on, and it's horrible with flash photography, major white cast. And then the other person that did not like it so much gave it 3 stars out of 5 and says cover's great but is cakey and not good for dry skin, which I agree. Like sometimes the more full coverage foundations, if you have dry patches on your skin, it can totally cling to it. So I think that's pretty spot on. All right, I'm gonna take a little more light into here. I'm feeling like the color is different than what I tested in the store. I think the fluorescent lights in Ulta sometimes can like throw you off. Do you see how that is covering though? Are you kidding me right now? It is like a mask of foundation. Wow. I love that. Cover up my hormonal acne. I really hope that this does not oxidize though, because for some reason it's kind of looking orange to me. Initial thoughts, I like it. I love the coverage. It feels very light. It blended really beautifully. I am the queen of thinking that things smell weird and I don't notice a weird smell, so maybe that's just me, but I think it smells fine. The only issue I'm having is I'm crossing my fingers going, please don't oxidize, please don't change color. For those of you that always leave the comments wondering what does oxidize mean, it just means as your foundation is getting more worn throughout the day, oxygen is hitting your face, things are turning color, and foundation sometimes can turn more orange, can get darker, and that's what happens when your foundation oxidizes. So I'm gonna continue up doing my face with a few new favorites. I'm gonna go for it with the products that I used in Monday's video. You guys, I'm loving the Outlast products from CoverGirl. Again, not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, and I just really like them. So I'll link that video below if you haven't seen it. It's just like a first impressions, but I'm going in with the shade Fair underneath my eyes. I do want to say that I agree with you guys that medium to deep, this is not medium to deep. This is like medium to light maybe, but I totally agree. I was reading the comments and I'm like, yeah, I'm with you, but I did not create this shade. So CoverGirl, come on, get some darker shades. In the little Laura Geller gift with purchase, you do get a Baked Balance and Brighten in medium. This is a color correcting foundation. I didn't want to put a powder foundation on top of the full coverage foundation, so I'm not using this today, but I have used this one in the past and it is really nice. I do like it. This is a big moment for me because I have found a new brow pencil that I am obsessing over. I like it just as much as the Anastasia Brow Wiz. This is from Fiona Stiles. This is the Micro Precision Brow Sculpting Pencil. I'm using the shade Warm Brown and it's $16 and awesome. I love this so much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in my brows and we shall continue then with the face. All right, moving on to a little more face product. I have a new palette from Fiona Stiles. Really pretty packaging. Of course, purple is my very favorite color, so you know I love that. This is a $39 palette. You get 2 highlighters, a bronzer, and 3 blushes. These are all universally flattering colors. I think this is really beautiful. You guys know I love Fiona Stiles makeup, so seeing a palette like this I think is really awesome. I am first going to bronze up the perimeter of my face. I'm gonna take the shade right in the middle here, and I'm using my Kat Von D brush. This is the number 20 brush. tapping off the excess and just kind of starting up at the temple. Really light. There's not a lot of color that's coming off. Enough to make a difference, but it is a very sheer bronzer. And my foundation is already oxidizing. Boo. This is really sheer, but it is blending really beautifully. All right, I'm gonna take my Sonia Kashuk brush. This is one of my like ride or die brushes from Target. This is the number 29 brush. I'm gonna grab the more pinky shade over here to the right of the palette, and I'm going to rosy up the apples of my cheeks. Again, really blendable. Like that's very mistake proof. This blush is the perfect pink, and it has just the tiniest little bit of a sheen to it. I think it's blending out gorgeously. I think that's really, really pretty. So far, this palette is an A+, but I want to put like an extra little pop of color right on the apples of my cheeks, and I'm going to use this Ombré blush from IT Cosmetics. This is the Je ne sais quoi blush. I believe that's the shade. It's just really gorgeous looking. So I'm going to go into this more deep area right here. Just grab a little on the tip of my brush and knock off some of the excess, smile, and just kind of hit right in the front apple portion of my cheek. That sometimes can add, of course, another layer of color, which allows for a longer wear time, but it just kind of brings everything right to the center of the face and gives you a really youthful flush. That's actually a Bobbi Brown technique to use the two different shades. I think Charlotte Tilbury does that too, just like a little dab right there after you've put on your blush. Okay, and then if you need to tone it down later, you can do a little bit of powder on top of it. Highlight to me is always the icing on the cake, and there are two different highlight shades in here. One is definitely way more bronzy, and one is more golden and a little more fair. I'm gonna go with the little more fair guy over here in the left side of the palette. Wow. I'm always surprised by how beautiful highlighter is. It is so rare that I am disappointed with highlight, but that is a lot stronger than I thought it would be, to be honest. I was thinking it was gonna be like just a like subtle little glow. I have a feeling I am going to become obsessed with this palette really quickly. We're like the first date is going really well. I already want a second date, so we're done with this. We're moving on to a little eyeshadow, and I want to play with these new guys from Butter London. This is the Sheer Wisdom Serum Eyeshadow. Why it's a serum? Are there anti-aging benefits in here? Let's find out. There are 6 shades. This is $24, and again, this was another impulse buy. I was trying to be really good at Ulta, and then I hit the line to go and pay, and I found like 3 items, and then I was like, well, I'll just make a try-on video, and that'll be that. So this was at the actual cash wrap. They had the full display there. I thought it looked really cool, and this is a matte tint. It's a sheer tint. So this does include anti-aging peptides. It says that for a natural look, you can use this as a sheer wash on the eyelid, but if you want to use this as a primer, you can go ahead and do that as well. I'm going to use this kind of nudie, slightly pinky toned shade, and we're going to use this as a primer today. This is the shade Mauve Mist. So I'm just going to take the doe foot applicator, which really, this to me looks like a liquid lipstick. I'm having a hard time not wanting to like, but this is for your eyes. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a few dots on my lid and just pat it in. It feels really oily and terrifying, to be honest, because I would like my eyeshadow to look nice today. It says it dries down matte. Oh, we're getting a little bit matte. It's actually kind of pretty. I always try when there's like a crease resistant liquid to make as minimal creasing happen as possible. Like even with liquid lipstick, I'll kind of like go like this, just to make sure that everything sets the way I want it to. I don't want to set creases. So I'm gonna try and, oh, that does dry down quite matte. Look at that. Just like 2 little dabs is all that I needed, and just pat it in. And I love that it has those peptides and that it is an anti-aging product as well. That's pretty cool. I actually could wear it just like that because you guys know I'm into my weird no makeup thing right now. I don't know what's happening in my life, that I am enjoying the natural look just as much as the glam. It's not that I prefer one over the other, it's just that I'm appreciating both. And I don't care if some of you think that I look sick without false lashes. I actually like the look. So a lot of you guys do too, but it's really funny whenever I change up my look in any way, people get very vocal. Some people like it, some people don't. And I want to tell you guys, in your real life, you do what you think looks good for you, because you will always, maybe not on such like a comment section scale, but you will have people telling you, no, I preferred you with blonde hair. I liked you better with long hair. I don't like it when you wear that lip color. I like you in neutrals. And at the end of the day, you have to do what makes you feel good and confident about yourself, because that's really the most important thing. So anyway, let's move on to some eyeshadow. I also have a new eyeshadow palette from Fiona Stiles. Same type of beautiful packaging. The palette itself feels so nice. It feels very sturdy. It's shiny but matte at the same time. It's just a really nice feeling palette. So this is very cool toned. It has some nice purples in here. And I'm gonna go ahead and use a few of these colors down here in the crease and then go from there and just see what happens. I have no plan on what I wanted to do with my eye look today, so we're just gonna play. I'm gonna take this shade right here into the crease. Just on the outer portion though, I don't wanna take it all the way in. I just kinda wanna intensify that matte primer shadow that we put down. Just kind of exaggerate that outer edge a little bit. It does say that you can use these shadows wet or dry, that you can use them as liner. It's really up to you how you want to use them. I'm gonna take the more shimmery shade on the top row, grab it on a flat brush, and just, I was gonna say lightly drag it across the lid, but that is, that's a shadow. All right, we're just embracing it. We're going for it. To intensify the center of the lid, I am gonna take a little bit of Fix Plus, because they do say that you can use this wet, and we're gonna see what happens. And that definitely intensified it. Taking a little bit of the matte lighter shade on the bottom row and just popping that underneath my brow bone. I am gonna dampen an angled brush, and I'm going to use the purple liner all the way over to the right on the top row as my eyeliner. I'm just kind of stamping it at the lash line, at the root of my lashes. I'm not winging it out, I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just giving a nice definition there. I think I really like this eyeshadow. I think the two things I'm most excited about are from Fiona Stiles. This brand is so good. It is so overlooked. I love this brand. I need some mascara and a little lip action, and then I think our look will be complete. I'm breaking the rules here. I think this is a Sephora item. This was sent to me, but there is a new mascara in here that I want to try, so we're just gonna kind of throw it in the mix. It's fine. Really pretty package, right? Everything purple. It's like my dream come true. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply a hefty coat of mascara, because I'm gonna skip the lashes yet again, and then we'll move on to a little bit of liquid lipstick. This mascara is kind of blowing my mind right now. The first swipe, I was like, it's not doing enough. But now it's like really fluffing my lashes out quite nicely. I actually really like this eye look. It's a little bit more dramatic than just like a swipe of brown shadow and nothing else, but it's still very, very clean. So I am enjoying this. Now, what I am excited to try, this is like a grand finale moment. We're gonna try new liquid lipsticks from Laura Geller. This is called the 50 Kisses. So I bet you can like do 50 kisses and it won't transfer. Maybe that's the dream. All right, so we have this gorgeous nude color called Beige Bite. This one I think would look awful with the rest of the makeup situation that we have going on. This is called Ruby Romance. I think it's gorgeous, but I would do a very different eye look with this, so I'm not gonna do that shade. This is the one I think I'm gonna do. This is the shade Makeout Merlot. So this one I think is gonna be the winner. Yeah, that'll be something dramatic where we can actually see a bolder lip, but it kind of goes with the theme of the more purple toned makeup. So I'm gonna line my lips with something that is very neutral. What do I wanna use? I'm just gonna go in with the CoverGirl, not CoverGirl. I'm gonna go in with my Totally Toffee Color Sensational Automatic Lip Pencil just to kind of define my lips. Is this a new thing? The doe foot applicators that look like a little chair? I'm not sure. I kind of do agree with my Twitter feed that people are ripping off Jeffree Star's doe foot applicator. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I mean, I try to review things with a very just open mind. And I know that companies all copy each other. That just happens in the cosmetic industry. But I do want to say, I think he was the first to have this type of an applicator. And his liquid lipstick, by the way, is really fantastic. There's just no two ways about it. The formula is really good. So I gotta say hats off as far as liquid lipsticks. That is one of my favorites. I know you guys were having a little bit of an issue in the Wet n Wild $5 liquid lipstick. It is a bit of a copycat, but I still like the Wet n Wild one. The shades are different, so keep that in mind, and one's more budget friendly and the other one is gonna be more luxury. So there's my 2 cents. Ooh, it feels really like silky and almost oily. I think this color is absolutely gorgeous. That went on like a dream. It feels very similar to the Marc Jacobs liquid lipstick. It doesn't feel like it's gonna completely dry down. It feels like there will be a little bit of a slip still, which I don't mind. But at the same time, it does feel like it's really in place. So I like this. I love the color too. It's so pretty. These 3 are really good. I'm into this. I have a couple more items that are new that I wanted to go over with you guys. This one is ridiculously expensive, but I just could not help myself. I was standing inside of Ulta. James did not get it. He's like, I don't know why you would buy that. What is cool about it? It says to use lotion afterward. So I actually kind of don't know why I got this other than it smells so good. I love Amazing Grace, the fragrance from Philosophy, and they brought out dry shampoo, this guy right here, which we're about to test. And then they bought out this body mousse. Now just listen to this, okay? I'm gonna get kind of close to my mic. Okay, it's all like weird and cold. Do you hear that crackling? Smells like heaven, but it's so cold. It's the weirdest sensation. It's supposed to wake you up and wake up your skin. I just think it's a really weird texture thing that's fun to put on your skin, and it crackles and it's cooling. And I just am a sucker for new products, so I grabbed it up. I don't know if I would really recommend this unless you're a product junkie like me, but it does smell so amazing. So if you love the fragrance and you want a stronger fragrance head to toe that's not necessarily a lotion, it's more like a gel, it might be a fun product to check out. I thought it was kind of different and cool. And then let's just see if this is clear or what the deal is. Oh no. Dang it. I hate it when dry shampoos have this kind of a white cast. Ooh, do you see that? What the heck? I'm gonna have to keep you guys updated about this guy because I'm not gonna ruin my hair day at the moment. I'm feeling pretty good about my hair, so I don't wanna go and put like a white cast of dry shampoo in it, but it smelled really good. That's why I bought it, but I was hoping it would be clear. That's kind of a tiny bit annoying. Also, I have this from Murad. This is the Matte Effect Blotting Perfector. This is a mattify and refresh kind of, it looks like a cushion foundation, but it's supposed to mattify your skin throughout the day. So before I leave you, I thought that I would try this out. Why not? I'm gonna grab a dry beauty blender, go in there, and see if I can touch up my face a little bit. That feels really wet. I may have completely screwed up my makeup for the day, but it's all in the art of trying new things, guys. I will do that for you. Initial thoughts, this is jacking my makeup up so hardcore. I really hate it and want to throw it in the trash can, and I just tried it for the first time. So that kind of sucks. All right. So now that I have messed up my makeup and I almost screwed up my hairdo with weird white cast dry shampoo, I'm gonna leave you guys and just hope that you enjoyed me trying out all of these products. I think this was really a fun way to do a haul. And if you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if you want to see me do this with new Sephora products, PO unboxing, drugstore. Just let me know what you want to see. I'm happy to sit down and try out new products, apply them, kind of do like a mini tutorial style type of a thing. If you guys are into it, I'm into it too. Also, I will leave a link for Style Code Live that was on last night. I had a hot product of the week and I know you guys will love it. It's a little luxury item. So be sure to go and check that out. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Have an amazing weekend. I'm gonna have a video tomorrow for you guys, bonus video on Saturday. So come back, I'm doing an epic giveaway and I hope to see you then. I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Mwah.